So let's talk about this. Someone is trolling you from over there. Let's talk about this quarterfinals matchup. This is, of course, Friday Night Magic Standard Tournament from Lost Legion Games and Comics, South Charleston, West Virginia. 39 runners turned up tonight. Excellent turnout. 5 rounds of Swiss has yielded the following top 8 matchup. On the left, he's been co-commentating with me most of the evening after he wins and or loses his matches. That, of course, is Brandon Hodge. He's playing a Naya Midrange deck that you'll remember Brandon Hart played last week. He borrowed that deck tonight and is having comparable luck with it. It is pretty chock full of goodies. His opponent, Chris Harless, we saw him play tonight. He's playing Rakdos Aggro. He struggled a little bit previously because he was against a mono red deck that just blew him out both games. Just tough to beat nut draws, you know what I mean? So, I'm joined now by Logan Cutlip. Logan, you're like a stream regular, because you're always in here doing some kind of shenanigans.
So I'm always bored.
You're always bored. You finished 3-2, unfortunately missing out on the top 8.
Figures. Adam. It's his fault now.
Paper Tiger beats Rock Lobster, so Chris will be going first, which is very important in this matchup. Chris, of course, playing the usual goodies like the Gravecrawler, Giralf's Messenger, Falconwrath Aristocrat goodies. And Brandon is playing every good card in the Naya colors. Bagtusk, Restoration Angel, Mana Dorks. And there we go.
Chris was my other loss, right?
It's a tough matchup for you, because he can burn out your Silverblade Paladins.
It was ridiculous.
If he's smart, he'll burn out this Absence Pilgrim too. Otherwise, Brandon will just untap and play Loxodon Smiter. That's a lot of zombies. But this board state gets wrecked by Bonfire for 1. No, it doesn't. I don't know anything. I'm so tired, Logan. I'm struggling, man.
No?
Do you have someone told me you have a final tomorrow.
I have a final at 10 in the morning tomorrow.
What did I just say? If he doesn't burn it, he's going to get Loxodon Smitered.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
I warned him. I try to tell the kids these days.
Unless you play me. Then it's turn 2 Paladin into a turn 3 Sublime, swinging for 10.
Seems good. I'll allow it. So see what Chris does here. He can suicide his guys. You attack with, you can track with a Gravecrawler and a Diagraph. Well, that can't be right. I don't know if that's right. You lose 1 Diagraph Ghoul, but you get your Gravecrawler damaged through. Brandon doesn't give a crap. He's just piling in. You're not going to block, right?
You might. Is that Kessig?
Yeah, it's Kessig Wolfram, but he's not going to activate it.
No, he doesn't have it.
He would pump it for 1. Ultimate. Oh, what is he doing?
Searing Spear?
Oh, he's going to Searing Spirit, and then he's going to get blown out by Charm.
Yeah. +C trample. Uh-oh.
Yep. So now he's going to take 4, right? And he's
4. Yeah. And the thing was, because it's a 6.
Yeah, I think they're explaining to Chris how the stack interactions work out there. So it should be down to 14. My poor little iPod couldn't make it through all the rounds. It was a lot. For some reason, tonight's tournament took a long time. We didn't start.
You can't do that.
What?
Is that a mountain in a forest? He tapped wrong for it, that's all.
Yeah, he does have the...
yeah, the Pilgrim. He just didn't tap it. Which is...
Yeah, it's absolutely correct. That he did it wrong, but,
he has the mana to do it,
yes.
so it's not... and it wasn't relevant that the Pilgrim was
I would
tapped.
have had he blocked with the Pilgrim or something like
Yeah.
that. I would have gone out and backed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice until you said that, though. I guess that is something where you just assume that when they tap their mana, they have it.
Yeah.
You know. And it's very hard these days with like so many different colored decks and things like that. Like you really got to be on people. I remember Joseph Messer saying he was at a PTQ in Kentucky a few weeks ago, and there was a guy who played an Armada Worm on him, and then like before the turn was over or whatever, Joseph realized that he tacked 6 lands, but he didn't have double white and double green. So he called a judge, and then it turns out that was the second time he had done that in that tournament. So like he's clearly just trying to cheat people.
Right.
Not that I'm saying that's what's happening here. That's couldn't be farther from the truth.
Right. I really I hate when people they just stack their lands in one pile when they get a lot of them, and then you can't tell what any of them are.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like they tap like half the stack to play stuff. I'm like, why do you do that? Do it like normal people.
Mm-hmm. So the main deck Nighthawks are interesting here. Seems fine to me.
They are aggravating,
It's
to
tough.
say the least.
It's tough especially for your green-white deck because you don't have.
I got plenty of flyers. I mean,
Well, you don't have like spot removal to get.
Yeah,
You have to trade something with it.
yeah.
Do you have any spot removal other than charm? Like, and it's never getting big enough to charm, right?
Right.
Is charm say 4 or greater?
It's
5?
5 or greater, and you exile it. And when I played Chris, like I only have one main board, and when I played Chris, I used it on like the first game against a aristocrat because he swung as an exalted trigger because he had a Knight of Infamy or whatever out, the black one.
So Brandon's hand looks like Thragtusk, Selesnya Charm. There looks like to be a red card in it. And I don't know if it's a Bonfire. No, it's another Smiter. Like, I like Smiter in theory, but it's like, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a 4/4 guy.
3 for 4/4.
I mean, I know it's good. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I
He's
just get so
boring.
spoiled by how good the cards are anymore.
Well,
Do you play him?
yeah, 4.
In your deck, I think it's very good.
Mm-hmm. And then I have 4 Centaur Healer sideboard, which I didn't side at all ever.
Not even against Chris?
No.
Isn't the life, like, super important?
I didn't see enough like things
Mm-hmm.
for it to become super important when I played him. So like I put in like 2 Thragtusks because there are 2 Thragtusks inside.
Mm-hmm. That's probably better.
Yeah,
You don't have room for all of them.
So
Brandon's
like,
Brandon's swinging in here with the Smiter, offering the trade with. You can't block with that, Chris. Offering the trade with the Nighthawk, which Chris takes after, I think, trying to block with the Gravecrawler. How good would Gravecrawler be if you could block with it? Would it not just be the absolute best?
no, I'm blocking.
Huh?
My turn. Play him from the grave. He's so annoying. I hate it so much.
Mm-hmm. And Rakdos sends Brandon back up to 19. It's so funny, like last week we had like a billion people watching, like we're having a good time in here, and just like cracking up and stuff. And like this week, for whatever reason, it's been like so tired and it's been like so reserved.
I'm so exhausted. I had a calc final today.
How are you gonna be able to go to your final at 10 in the morning?
My mom will wake me up at 6 in the morning. I'll take a shower, eat breakfast, and drive down to Marshall. Take my Kim final, and leave.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have an interesting thing here.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't think you can respond to the flipping, right? They're gonna have to call a judge, I think. But once it gets to the point where the card flips, I think that's it. Like, it's not a trigger.
Isn't it though?
I don't think you can. Yeah, question in the chat about
Finals on Sunday, Saturday.
Marshall.
Is it even like
So Logan goes to Marshall University, and Marshall is weird because their finals are from like Thursday to Tuesday or something.
It's Tuesday this week was the last day of classes, and Wednesday started the finals, but there actually weren't. Like, there were some on Wednesday, but it was really weird. It was like late evening classes only on Wednesday, and then after that, finals start up until Tuesday next week, which I have one on Monday and one on Tuesday, annoyingly enough. The thing on Saturday is all the chemistry department have what's called a common day for their finals, and it just happens to be this Saturday.
That sucks.
That's the way it works.
A real university like WVU, it's just Monday through Friday.
Yeah, no.
Marshall's always done that. I don't understand why.
They're odd.
Like, because I mean, I've lived in Heights my whole life, so like, even though I didn't go there.
So it is a trigger, but the effects suck.
I think that's
what this guy's saying. Is that what was decided out there? I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know. I think that's a bad ruling, but I don't know.
Apparently, there's a 50K in Ohio, in Cincinnati, like in January or something.
A 50K?
Yeah, something like that.
Are you sure? I think you're making this up.
That's what Nick said.
There is a 10K, and there's a Columbus in January 5th and 6th. There's Star City Open.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly.
We're getting some Merry Christmas from Stream Regular Paper Dinosaur, which reminds me to. I don't think I've yet over the season to wish everyone a happy holiday, regardless if it's a Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Joyous Kwanzaa or satisfactory non-religiously affiliated winter celebration. All of those to everyone. I meant to bring a Santa hat. Next week I'll wear a Santa hat. Next week I'll dress up like Santa Claus. So another Huntmaster comes down. Another Gravecrawler comes down.
Huntmaster is the boss. That's all I have to say about him.
Yeah. And a Gravecrawler gets in there. There's really no point in...
leaving him open to block?
There's really no point in blocking him. Well, there's definitely no reason in leaving him back to block, because that is both functionally retarded and illegal. So, at one of these points, Brandon's just going to rip a bonfire off the top, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Yep. He's waiting for it. Just gonna be like, oh, bonfires are what, 4 there? No, 5, because of the Pilgrim. That's a promo Pilgrim, isn't it?
It is.
I love them. I think they look awesome.
It's a good-looking Magic card. They've done pretty well with some of those promos.
Yeah. Except the Taxing Pro. It just looks...
I
think it looks awful.
I don't like it either, but I think we're in the minority. Did you see on the Facebook page how like everybody they loved it so much? When I spoiled it on there, I posted a picture. Everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta have a playset. It's so awesome." Yeah. I just didn't care for it.
Out of standard. It shouldn't be there. Well, these rares laying around.
Hodge's cards. So what's happening here? Just attacking with the Thragtusk. Going to trade with the
Messenger.
Yep. So, Thragtusk dies, Beast gets made. Geralt's Messenger dies, comes back with Undying, nugs Brandon for 2. Brandon plays another Loxodon Smiter. There's also a point where Brandon will probably kill Chris with the Wolf Run, because eventually he'll just Alpha Strike in and then pump whatever is blocked.
Trample.
I can almost 100% guarantee that if and that will happen, and then he will beat him because Chris will block in such a way that he'll give it trample and it'll win.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
Oh, okay. Coming down there.
Seems good, right?
Tis a 5/5.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize he had those.
Yeah, I hated it when I played it against him.
Oh, there's Garrett. Garrett Meadows has made his appearance in the chat.
Acknowledge me in the chat.
I was told by Yin that Garrett got off work late. Garrett does work for a major delivery company, so this is obviously the busiest time of the year for him, the Thanksgiving to Christmas rush.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's better than...
Pleasant and Charming it? Yeah.
Yep.
That's fun.
Was he thinking about that for a long time, or was he just waiting for Chris to attack with it?
Probably waiting for him to attempt to attack.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of thought process that goes into that decision. You just charm it every time, right?
Yeah. I wish I'd have had a charm when he played it against me. I was like, why is it not in my hand?
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Did he do it again? They're saying he tapped red again for it. Oh well. I mean, he had
the Temple Garden open, right?
I don't know. Someone said that he tapped red for it.
Hey, did you... Hold on a second.
I didn't see it. I wasn't watching.
Hey, Brandon. Okay, he hadn't attacked with it, so it actually doesn't change anything, except that Brandon will have to tap for it on this turn. But we got him.
Okay.
So he attacked just with the beast token?
Looks like it. I guess he took it. Change the live stick.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I'm just staring off and then... Like, I'm really beat. I don't know what's going on. And then Garrett and Max are having a discussion in the chat, so I was like monitoring that because I wanted to see what was going on. Are you going to get in on our Rock, Paper, Scissors giveaway this week?
Is there one?
On Facebook?
Is there one?
There's one every week.
Oh, yeah.
This week...
I don't know.
It's on Facebook.
Rolling dice is just so much easier. Then I'm like,
you don't have to use it. I like how you're like, well, I'm not going to participate because I probably won't use them.
I'm not going to win them anyway. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You know how many people participated this week?
How many?
62.
Really?
Yeah. Which is like, it's like both bad if you're trying to win because there's a lot of people participating, but also awesome because that means like 62 people are like actively checking in on our... Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot this until just now. One of the guys on the Facebook page that I talk to all the time, he's talking in passing. He mentioned like when he loses a game of Magic or when he wins a game of Magic, he has a catchphrase that he uses. His name is Blue All Williams, and he lives in Kansas. So what I should say is that Brandon Hodge just took Chris Harless to Baskin Robbins. He's been taking lots of people to Baskin Robbins. 2 scoops all night.
No.
That's a good one, right? So that's what you can say. So like afterwards, like when I drive home, and I was like, "So what happened in your matchup against Vickers?" You'd be like, "Dude, he, out of nowhere, he took me to Baskin Robbins. What a jerk."
That's funny.
Looks like Garrett and Max were playing at the other shop tonight. I think because Garrett had off work late, because they start later over there.
Mm-hmm. Where at?
Do I have one of them up here? Yeah. It's downtown.
Mm. Can't say it. Can't say it.
I tried to avoid doing that. So anyway, I apologize because we are losing steam. Logan is tired. I narrowly missed out on the top 8. I'm tired because I've had a busy week this week. But you know who's not tired? Brandon Hodge. He's still keeping his wits about him, although he is trying to tap mountains for white mana. But regardless, he moves up 1-0 against Chris Harless in this battle of Naya Midrange versus Rakdos Aggro. I think, if you objectively look at that, and I think when Chris looks back at this game, I think he could have, I'm not saying he could have won that game, but I think it would have been close. I think there were some lines he could have taken if he was a little bit more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that first turn where he decided I'm not going to attack with my Gravecrawler or my Diagraph Ghoul, like, that just kind of set a tone for the game where, like, because when you're playing that Rakdos deck, like, you just go.
When I played him, he seemed more, like,
aggressive.
not really, no, like he is now. Like, he was just
a little
more
bit passive.
very passive.
Well, he's played. This is the first like true aggro deck that he's played, I think, because Chris hasn't been playing that long,
Right.
and he's been playing mostly like fun kind of decks and control decks.
Yeah.
Like he's playing door to nothingness for a long time.
That's what he said. He said that he's just tired of that, and then he needs to start winning. And
yeah, and I understand it completely.
Yeah.
This is a very good deck that he's playing, but it is difficult, especially if you're new to the game, to switch your mindset. Because he played that game like a control player would, I think.
Yeah, my deck wasn't like shuffled at all when I got down here, and I was like, great, forgot to do that because like I'd made it like during like last weekend, but like I got sidetracked for studying for finals and such, and never got a chance to actually shuffle it completely. And so my deck was very inconsistent with land, as was seen on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, the Souls. That's the only time I played the Souls the entire night. Wait, okay, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I only played it twice. One was that game on the stream against Adam. At my Temple Garden. Yeah. Them Smiders in hand would have been so useful.
Question about what art is on Brandon's playmat. That is Iona, Shield of Emeria from Zendikar. Those were Zendikar era promotional giveaways to stores based on the number of cases they bought. We get that question a lot. We still have several of those at the shop. They are in fact for sale for $15 US plus shipping. If you are interested, please contact me on Facebook, Twitter, or just anyway, just get in touch with me. We have sold a couple playmats as a result of the stream. One of them went to the Netherlands, and one of them went to Australia.
I got to show my friends that movie, and I was so glad.
Which movie?
Night at the Roxbury. They didn't know what it was, and I was like, oh. And I found it at this thrift store, like, the previous week. And, like, we went on vacation together, and I was like, you guys are watching this? And we watched it, and they thought it was the best thing ever.
It is the best.
So funny.
Yeah, it is one of those movies that is very funny in the sense that it is so bad that it is hilarious. It has its moments.
Their favorite part was when they're in the club, and it wasn't Will Ferrell, but the other guy.
Chris Kattan.
And their trainer And the trainer was like, I owe you big time. And he pulled out like a big time energy bar. They just, I don't know, they just died over that part for some reason. Maybe reviews with Logan Cutler, yeah.
I'll put that in my recap post. Logan Cutler says you gotta go watch Night at the Roxbury.
Oh, I was so upset because I planned to go to the movies last night
To see
The
Hobbit.
Hobbit, but then I was like a couple days ago, I was like, no, I got finals on Friday. I can't be up all night.
Yeah, my wife, this
so
is a funny story I've told before, I'm going to tell it again. My wife, lovely young lady, but she did this to me and I wanted to strangle her. So like a month ago, on like a Thursday, I'm driving home from like work or something and she calls me, she's like, hey, me and some of our like mutual friends, like they're going to go to they're going to dinner and then the midnight showing of the new James Bond movie. Do you want to go? And I'm like, it's Thursday night. I have to be at work at 8. Because my wife is taking like a sabbatical from work. Like she's off for, like she quit one job, she'll start another job after the first of the year, but she's like in the in between.
Yeah.
So like she can sleep it off the next day. I'm like, I gotta get up. Of course I want to go, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they rag on me. It's like, well, you've got vacation. You can use it. And I'm like, I use my vacation from vacation. I don't use it to go see James Bond and just sleep in the next day.
Yeah.
Next week, are you going to review The Hobbit? Will you see it?
Hopefully I'll get to see it.
All right. Well, next week, and I'll make a note. Next week, you got to come here and review The Hobbit. Every week, you just review one movie.
Okay. I'll try. It's not going to happen. I don't have the money to go to the movies.
No. Well, just any movie.
Okay.
We talk about Night at the Roxbury.
I already got 8 lined up for you. No.
All right.
11.
All right. Let's talk about this game. So, after a month of Sundays for shuffling, Gravecrawler on turn 1. No Searing Spear on turn 2 for the Absence Pilgrim. I like that play a lot. Looks like a messenger.
Just continuously. Every time I'm in here.
You always look at the delayed one. So that's pretty cool there that Brandon drew a Rest in Peace, which is awesome in this matchup, but he can't play it because he has no white.
I didn't put it in when I played Chris, and I don't know why, but I always do that.
Do you want my honest opinion? I don't know how good it is. Like, I don't know if that's really the way you want to fight this deck, but it might be okay. I'd rather just have stuff that blocks their dudes.
When me and Adam were done, he asked me, he was like, I'm surprised you didn't put Rest in Peace in it. I was like, I didn't even think about it. But now, hindsight, I definitely should have.
Mm-hmm. That's a Huntmaster, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's the best card in the world, but it definitely stops you from losing 2 life from draw free entering, because that doesn't happen.
I mean, it definitely interacts with the matchup. It's not it's bad, but I just don't know if you want to
waste your
every slot that is occupied by Rest in Peace is not a proactive card that helps you win the game.
Yep.
Chris is Hellbent here, which is relevant. I might play 1 or something. But like it doesn't like the second one you draw is useless, and like it's not good against Thundermaw.
Absolutely. Like, I don't know. I don't personally like Rest in Peace. I mean, there's 1 in my sideboard, but I mean, there's a Praeseline in my sideboard in case I run into some enchantment heavy deck.
You should play Witchbane Orb for Curse's matchup.
I thought about it.
It's actually relevant because they can't target you.
Yeah. I thought about it for Naya matchups, for bonfires, because...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Comment in the chat about how Purify the Grave and Deathrite feel like much better options. I 100% agree. It's very difficult to play... Purify the Grave in this deck particular because it's kind of light on white mana.
Yeah, I'm trying to start up the face reward train, Got 1 in my side.
Why didn't he recast his Gravecrawler?
I don't know. He's crazy.
I've just forgotten it. He may be flustered because he's on camera. That does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I missed it entirely. So basically, Brandon's Ravager flipped because Chris didn't play anything. So upon
flipping,
he killed
Gravecrawler. Okay.
So So he goes to 18 and then down to 14 from there. Right? Doesn't he take 2 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, they caught it. They're living dangerously out there.
Gets back to 9. Yeah. I cannot get over how Adam beat me. It was ridiculous.
Well, at least it's documented so you can go back and watch it all the time. Right?
Yeah, I just can't get over how, like, he was like, oh, I'm just going to ping you down with this Restoration Angel because I don't have to do anything else because you're not playing things.
Yeah, you only drew 2 lands, so...
Yeah.
Thundermaw. Thunder Buddies for life, right? So you just pound in there with both of these guys. He's forced to trade with the Messenger. He'll take 7, drop down to 4.
He's thinking.
I mean, I guess he can... Oh, can he kill him on the crackback? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 11. He can do 11 on the crackback.
9.
He can do 11 on the crackback, but Chris is at 14.
11.
Does he have a charm? He has a Rest in Peace. He riffles his cards really quickly. I think it's a Loxodon Smiter. He needs 2 charms. That's his only removal, right? Oh, he has a Bonfire, right?
Yeah, there's a Bonfire. I was like, Rakdos return? I was like, that's not right.
Bonfire, Rest in Peace. I bet you he takes his Rest in Peace out for Game 3 if he gets there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Question in the chat about why people flip their cards like that. I have no idea. It's just something to do.
All this?
Yeah, why they shuffle their cards in their hand. It's just a nervous, like...
I do it just because
everybody does it.
I like to be moving my hands like that.
It's tactily rewarding.
So block there.
Take 7 total, right?
Yeah, because you'll
5
lose 2
and 2.
from the draw.
Make a beast.
I knew what that meant, but I don't play StarCraft, so...
Garrett was having wings.
Were they good, Garrett?
I'm very excited. I would like some wings right now. I'm tired, but I'm also hungry. It's that cruel
I'm
part.
hungry constantly.
Well, you're a growing boy.
I'm just always...
I've already done most of my growing, and I've grown mostly outward.
That's what I'm starting to do.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
I don't care.
You got 10 years to go to catch up on me.
I don't care.
Probably more. What year are you in school?
Freshman in college.
Yeah, more than 10 years then. I'm an old-ass man. What did he
You're in
draw?
your 30s, man?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm 32.
Didn't actually expect that.
A lot of people don't.
13 years. 19.
So, he drew a Knight of Infamy, or a Knight of Glory.
No, Garrett, I'm 5. Get it right, man.
He's just dead here, right? He's trying desperately to figure out a way through it, but... Unless he casts 2 spells, right? Then his Huntmaster will flip, then he'll go up to 6. Right?
Looks like he's
Could
skipping.
he have done that? Could he have cast 2 spells? You cast Bonfire for 0, and you cast Loxodon Smiter, right? And then your Huntmaster flips, you go up to 6, you block the thing, and then you attack back and win.
What was Chris at?
14, but he could have attacked that turn for 9, because he had a flipped Huntmaster and a Thragtusk token. He could attack for 7, so it knocked him down to 7. And then next turn, I mean, he had the Wolf Run. I think he could have done that. I think at least. Yeah, I think there's some other people in the chat who thought he had Celestial Charm, but again, it was Loxodon Smiter. I'm really disappointed that, like, Like, there's a lot of cards in Return to Ravnica that are, like, the ones that are in the similar guilds, like Golgari Charm and Grizzly Salvage, like Dregmangler. Like, from a distance, they all look the same.
Yeah.
It's very hard to figure it out. Like, and then, like, all the key runes, all the charms, they also kind of look the same.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to figure them out.
I just like the phone that's out there now. I can't even see it at all.
Well, but I mean, it's not designed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I've seen the
Brandon's
iPod
been Brandon's been nice enough to use his phone. I think it's just because he has his phone set to like dim pretty quickly if he's not using it, which is good for battery life, but poor for use on our web stream.
They're discussing the fiddling with your
Fiddling with cards.
Things.
It is one of the biggest problems facing our culture.
What is?
Card flipping. I mean,
Oh.
I'm surprised it's not part of either candidate's presidential platform. President Obama, what's your stance on flipping your cards fast while you're playing Magic the Gathering? Orange Crush, I've been nursing it all night. Picked up a couple, just go to my phone there, picked up a couple new YouTubes subscribers. So no turn one from Brandon, but more importantly, no turn one from Chris, and here comes the Night of Glory.
Shake it more than twice, okay.
Now Chris, of course, is playing burn spells, but every burn spell that his Night of Glory eats is one burn spell that his Thragtusk doesn't eat and that he doesn't get to the head.
I constantly forgot that Night of Infamy
Hey-o!
that Chris has in his deck has protection from white.
Uh-huh.
I would attempt to block it with, like, and he's like, protection from white. I'm like, I know this. I don't know.
Is that because you're a dirty cheater?
No.
I'm just kidding.
I'm
of
tired.
course, I don't think you're cheating.
I'm mentally exhausted.
So
from
he's
my
got some
contest.
choices here. He's got a Charm, he's got another Night of Glory, and he's got a Rest in Peace. Like, if you're ever going to cast Rest in Peace, like, now seems like a good time to do it. Why do you do that after combat?
What do you do? Play the
He played
Knight?
the Exalted guy after combat.
That's weird. Could have swung it
What
for 4.
I imagined, what I think is interesting about it is that, oh no, what happened there is I'm sure he was torn between Rest in Peace, leaving Charm up, or casting the Knight, and then just figured he'd attack first, and then when he
plays the songs.
oh, he messed up.
He played the Charm, didn't he?
Yeah, I think they're backing up here because I think Chris is doing this. He's Searing Spear in response to the attack, which you can do, so that Exalted Trigger is on the stack.
Right. And the Seeing Spear will resolve first.
But once that happened, I don't think Chris hadn't made it clear that that's when he was doing it. So Brandon was responding with the Charm
Right.
to save it. But then once it became obvious that would do nothing. Oh god. So here comes an Aristocrat? No, Slaughter Games. Is he naming Thragtusk here?
Why can't I remember what Morbid is?
Morbid is when a creature dies, it has a special trigger. Brimstone Volley is the main card.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there goes the Thragtusk. How do you feel about Slaughter Games in this situation? I'll tell you this: if I'm like the super aggressive Rakdos deck, and I'm playing against another deck that could potentially race me, I never want to have Slaughter Games in my deck.
Getting them Thragtusk out seems pretty good, though.
I mean, it's good, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I think people get caught up on with, like, in the best case scenario, this is awesome. Well, every card when it, every card potentially can be awesome. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but I think those like memory side effects they seem a lot better than they actually are.
I think
All that card did was trade for 4 cards that were in Brandon's deck that he has no way of tutoring. Like, he may have never drawn those cards. He just traded a whole turn and a card for nothing. See, attacking with both of them here, right? And just race him. Like, you have Huntmasters. You have Charm. You have Hellkite. Just pound in there for 6. Drops Chris to 11. There's like 0% chance that the top 4 doesn't chop, right? All your boys, like all the V guys, they always want to chop, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Well,
they'd chop round 4 if they could. They tried to tonight. Alec and Nick, I think, like Drew, or they wanted to draw.
They're sitting there going, like they played.
They hate playing
and
Magic.
Like Nick beat Alec. And he was like, they didn't mark anything on their sheet, and they're like trying to figure out if they could both draw then and then draw or do whatever the next round and both get in. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Stop it. Like, you'll be fine. You'll both get in. And they did.
Thundermaw. Yep, I think you just attack with Thundermaw here, get in for 6, right? But then you die on the way back, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think Chris is dead. Well, not necessarily, because he can block with the Knight of Infamy. But Brandon does have Charm. If he drew a land, did he miss? No, he drew the land. He has his own Thundermaw. That should be it, right? So he attacks with everything. He blocks the Smiter with the Knight, and then takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's exact, right? Because he's tapped out. He's going to block the Smiter with the Knight because it's the most power and he's pro, right? And so he takes 2 from each of the Huntmaster, the Wolf, and the Knight, and then the Thundermaw makes 5, that's 11.
Just dead, Thundermaw in hand?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
What's he doing here? Charming him?
I don't know. Am I missing something? He can cast it, right? He has 2.
Oh, no, he exiled the Thundermaw that Chris had out. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I know, but like he has a Thundermaw in his hand. Like he has lethal. Like he has a Thundermaw and a Rest in Peace in hand.
Oh, but we wouldn't have because the Thundermaw. Chris had the Thundermaw out, so he could have blocked with the.
It was tapped.
Was it?
He had
attacked, okay, I didn't know he did. So 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean I think he's still gonna win this way, but
he could have won last round.
Yeah, he could have just won.
So. Yeah, because he's all tapped out.
Yeah, I think he tapped wrong too, because now he can't.
Do not unleash him, Chris. Do not. You might. Setting yourself up for the loss.
Yeah, he's just dead now.
Now he's definitely dead.
Well, to be fair, he should have been dead last turn. So.
Oh yeah, but I mean, even still.
There's nothing he can do to come back from this.
That's something. I think that's something that a lot of people fall into is trap with Unleashed. Is they just always unleash him. And what I've found out is, like, if someone doesn't say something about it being unleashed or not, and you ask them, they usually like, yeah, and then I'll unleash it, and then they can't block with it later on.
There are horrible top decks in the late game anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
So might as well play a 1/1 guy that can get in front of something.
Yeah. Showboating for camera.
He doesn't have any cards in his hand, right? And he can't block with any of his creatures. Like, this is kind of a slow roll here.
He's showboating. There it is. This game.
Alright, so Brandon Hodge wins. I wonder if they're the last ones done. I wouldn't mind heading home. Getting some quick Taco Bell. Going to bed. I got company coming in tomorrow. We're having a party at the house, like a dinner party. So I've been like work all week and then go home and like shop, clean the house. My wife's been cooking. So I'm exhausted. I'm excited.
Then you're prepared for the 18th when everyone comes over.
Yeah.
Some funsy magic.
Should be fun. Alright, so that is, now me and Logan just going to have a conversation. Not really address anything that's going on. But congratulations to Brandon. He moves to the top 4. We'll see if they play the top 4. We haven't in a while. I know Brandon kind of wants to play. I think Brandon wants to play it out. But,
whatever. I'm just going to be falling asleep during my final. Not that it matters.
I hope you... I'll be honest with you, I'm a little concerned about your final.
Nope, I'm not. It is for chemistry 211, and chemistry is like the easiest thing in the world, especially considering Chem 211 is the
Easiest thing
equivalent
for you, maybe.
It's the equivalent of AP chemistry in high school, which I took last year.
Oh, well, maybe.
So I've not learned anything new at all. Just reviewing. So it should be fun.
Cool. Alright, well, let's take a quick break here and step out. I'll leave the camera running and I'll leave the thing up. Someone's talking about your Conjurer's closet.
Were you waiting to get in your bag?
Yeah.
You should just knock to the door.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was only waiting for like 30 seconds.
Oh, that did not work at all.
So I don't think I could have played a sloppier game of Magic than the one I played right there. I don't want to
We were wondering what you were doing just now and why you didn't.
I wasn't paying attention to one couldn't block, and the other was unleashed, and I sat there and thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, he can't block anything.
Well, the turn before, when his Thundermaw was tapped, why didn't you just play your Thundermaw and swing in for 11 and win? Because he'd have had to block the Locks and Smiter, and you'd taken 2 from the others,
I mean,
5 in the air.
I make no excuses. I couldn't play that game any worse. And it was funny, too, because after each player, I immediately realized what I did. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, like,
The not swinging in with the Wolf, I really thought he was going to swing in with his Knight, and I was like, well, if he swings with his Knight, it's a blowout at that point.
right.
That's the only thing that's holding me back.
Oh no, he played that Cackler. I know. I was like, don't you unleash that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to set yourself up to die. And he put the die on, I was like, you're dead now. And then you swung with the Knight, and I was like, you're even more dead than you were before. I was like, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah. The first time you played Charm, and you tapped, like, Forest and a Mountain for it, like, it was, like, the very first one you played.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, we can just let go. The Pilgrim's untapped.
Yeah,
He has the mana for it.
Yeah, I knew I had the mana. The second one, I genuinely thought I had untapped the mana so I could charm.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought I had set that up.
Well, I didn't see it because I wasn't paying attention to the stream.
Did you even tell me?
No.
Unfortunately. I hope it doesn't piss him out, but I am going to play the top 4 round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me mad.
I'm
I have
sorry.
a college final at 10 in the morning.
Bah!
I can't leave.
Why?
Because the people came here with are in the top 8.
You
They're
have
probably in
a
top
college
4.
final on Saturday?
Yeah.
Is it an online class or?
No. I have to drive down to Marshall tomorrow morning.
So I want to apologize. This is Brandon Hodge came in, just in case you were wondering. I want to apologize to anybody out there who had to suffer through that horrible way I played that game. That was terrible. I just kept making player after player.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, his deck just really has a hard time dealing with Huntmaster of the Fells. It's really good against zombies. And in case anybody was wondering what I was holding back, I had a rest in peace in my hand.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I was just
we know.
waiting.
We're like, oh, look, the dead in hand, rest in peace.
Yeah.
That just wastes 2 mana.
Yeah, I was just waiting for...
It did nothing at the point. Like,
it never...
And that's the problem with it. We're discussing that, like how every spot that it takes up in a deck is just, one less proactive card that just sits there. And while it does, exile everything that goes in the graveyard, it doesn't do anything. It's not.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't even like the decision I made when I took out Forward. I actually took out Rampart. I took Farseek out for Rest in Peace. Which is, and by no means am trying to justify that. That was absolutely terrible.
You see, I played him earlier, and he was my second loss tonight, and I went 3-2. And I have one Rest in Peace in my sideboard, and I didn't put it in there because I just felt that Rest in Peace is just a completely useless card.
I mean, it's really... I really
useful.
don't think it is because, it shuts down, like, two big...
It shuts
down Gravecrawler and Dross Messenger.
You might as well just get it out there. Like, you have to have it, like, turn 2 or something, and nothing else to play.
Yeah, I would love to set out my Farseeks for Rampant.
Yeah, because Rampant amazing.
That would be great.
I want Brandon Hart's extended art.
You got a game 3 just starting, and another game 2 is still not over.
Oh, nice.
Really?
I might do something I've never done before, which is just pack it up and go.
Really?
Well, I mean, like...
He said he wants to play top 4.
I know. I mean, that doesn't affect me at all.
We gotta have the stream.
So in case you didn't hear, Zach just came in and let us know we have a game 3 that's just starting and one match that's still in game 2.
Is Alex still playing? He lost? Is it 1-1, Nick?
But, yeah. It's not that chopping's for chumps, but that's by no means. I just had a baby, so I don't get a chance to get out and play a lot of FNM, so when I do get a chance, I try to get as much magic in as possible, because it's hard to tell when I'll be able to come back. But anybody that is still, for the people we have that are still out there, we definitely appreciate your patronage and your loyalty to the stream. We've had some good times. Chumpville, population, me. You weren't in here earlier, that they were catching up on the horrible country accent that I have, and some guy actually told me that I sound like Bill from King of the Hill, and that genuinely made my night. I think that's one of the funniest things anybody's ever said to me about my accent.
Gosh. That's funny.
Yeah, it was a really good time. So what did you play tonight?
Green White Aggro.
Yeah.
Did you see me playing Adam? Like our third game was like he moved us down on the camera, like for second round.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you were in here or not. I got him down to 3 life.
Yeah.
I had a Silverblade Paladin bonded to an Arbor Elf. I had 2
Oh yeah, I did see
Rancors,
that.
and then he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna clear your board," and then I'm not gonna get a third land to play one of the
Absolutely
3 Smiters in hand.
Absolutely.
I was so mad.
Yeah, I do remember that. So we are getting another match.
Comeback of the century. That's what Vickers had.
Yeah, that's the highlight too.
It should be the highlight and low light. First off, highlight for him.
So we are getting,
and then low light for me not drawing land.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah, we're getting a game. Okay, so Brandon Hart playing Esper Walkers is playing against
Nick Reid.
Nick Reid playing
American
Midrange.
Is it Midrange?
And they have just finished game 2. So they're moving to game 3.
Put Brandon Hart on the left side.
Hart.
I think he will be on the left side.
What's Brandon Hart playing?
He's playing, what's he playing?
Esper Walkers.
What? It's your shift.
He's playing Extend the Game Forever.
And then in the other game, Brett Rose is up 1 game. They're still in game 2 against Scotty Wright. Brett is currently at 78 life. What?
And then who's Brandon Hart playing?
What was that?
Brandon Hart is playing Nick Reid.
Nick Reid.
R-E-I-D. Playing American Midrange.
America. You guys felt like apostrophe America? Yeah. So, it is 1-1. The bottom.
Well, this shift button on Zach's computer is giving me all kinds of fits now.
Oh well.
We'll just pretend that that's
yeah.
We will pretend that that's a capital W, and it might be. I mean, I'm definitely hitting shift.
Garrett, I also wear shorts in very low degree temperature.
Okay. How do we get them on there now?
Oh, you have to save each one, like a file save or something.
No. Ask him.
Hey Zach, how do you get them to like change?
Save.
Maybe you're not
Save,
hitting
yeah.
save properly.
Oh, you mean they're not showing up? Yeah,
What?
it's these two titles that I've unclicked.
Oh, okay.
There they are. Alright, well you'll handle
Okay.
this.
Well then save the other ones, I guess. As well.
I'll BRB.
We got it, brother.
Yeah, you have to update the score. To update the scores, you have to save them as well.
Just hit save.
Yeah, it's Control S, so that makes it so much easier.
Okay. Now I guess I hit save. No, we got American Midrange, but we said Brandon Hodge up here. Ah, there we go. We will figure this technology out one way or the other.
20 degrees Kelvin is pretty cold.
I was telling him it was a couple weeks ago. A couple years ago, I did a tour in Iraq. We had 2 days where it was 148 degrees. That's not even fun to think about. Yeah, it was miserable.
That's ridiculous, and it just doesn't need to happen.
No, never. And people wonder why, they're so angry over there. It's because it's hot. Anyway, so who do you favor in this match?
Who do I favor? Nick, because I hate Brandon.
That's fair enough. That's a safe assumption.
No, it doesn't matter, because Brandon's just going to make the game extend forever, and then Nick's just going to play along with it with his mid-range, because that's what these decks do.
Is Nick running? He's running Pike, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got Pikes.
I think that's pretty much what's going to boil down to is whether or not he resolves Pike.
Yeah. Although, Brandon did play against, what's the dude's name, earlier.
Now, does Esper Walkers, does he have drone yards?
I'm not sure.
If he's doing drone yards, that may very well come into effect.
He might be. I'm not completely positive. It's been a couple weeks since I've played Brandon, actually. I used to play him once every week, and it was ridiculous. Okay, aggro, and I'd get him down just low. Next turn, I'd run him, but then he'll play some, like, Tamio or something.
I actually had a very impressive streak in today. I was talking about earlier. I went, I believe, and I'm pretty sure, it was 26 straight matches in a row losing the die roll.
Really?
Yeah. And then earlier when I was on camera, the first time I was on camera, they did rock, paper, scissors, lost it, just to make sure. I was like, let's go ahead and die roll. It won't matter, but I just want to see something, and lost that one. But actually ended up winning a die roll tonight, so.
There you go. Yeah, whoever resolves the bigger revelation wins.
Yeah,
exactly.
I completely agree. I don't even know if it's so much the biggest revelation is whoever resolves the first. I think the first of Sphinx's revelation is really going to take control of this match, unless it's like for 1 or 2. But.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, they do have a phone. It's kind of tough to see. It is on. I have to get real close to that one there.
Can you see it? I can hardly. Let me ask him if they'll turn the brightness up on it.
If they can, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. We'll try to keep score.
Hey, Brandon, can you guys turn the brightness up on the phone?
So we are working on getting that. Just in case, because, I am very much a rookie at running this whole show here. Usually I've got Zach doing everything, and I'm just making smart-ass comments, but that's a little better. Well, once again, this is Brandon Hart playing Esper Walkers against Nick Reid with American Midrange. This is at the top 8. There will be another round. I hope that other players don't get mad at me, but I'm going to play the top 4.
Not to be honest. I hope Nick loses because he's my ride.
No.
And I just want to leave. I just want to go home. So I can get his bed. Ooh.
Just
standard green-white aggro.
Yep, seems like it's got all the major players.
All the major players, yeah.
You like the deck?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's fun. It's,
Thalia seems really good in this format right now.
Talia's a boss. I picked up, I actually picked up 5 of them and ended up trading one away to Zach so I can get my set of champion of the pairs.
Right.
Which I'm glad I got, because when Gate Crash comes around and Boris comes out, and they're just, I hope they spike anyway. Get up there. It'll be good. Even still, I plan to use her a lot, and hopefully use the champions a lot. Sideboard, I came prepared. Look at that. You
do not.
You don't even know. You don't even know. One of, not a wasted space.
Right.
And if I ended up running into the curse deck,
Harless is what it is.
it is, I think it's perfectly fine. And if, like, what's that one guy, he's been running that in, like, the sphere safety and such deck, you know what I'm talking about? He did really well, like, the past 2 weeks or something down here.
The Curses deck is here.
Yeah, the Curses deck is here. I played against, that's a...
Deal? This is the kid's last name, I know that. Anyway, we digress. So Brandon Hart's going to take a mulligan to go to 6. Showed a hand, I believe I had 0 land in it. Yeah, caught it on that. If you miss something here, you can use it. You might be able to catch it on this, like there's such a delay.
Leon Fisher, that's his name. See, in case he was here, I ended up playing again. Yeah, I had a card for all this stuff. But like that, the Bant enchantments deck that's not spectacularly good, but if you get 1,000, you throw armors out. It's ridiculously hard to deal with.
So I will let everybody know, if you are big into control, big into not a lot of action happening very early, this will be the perfect match for you. Because I will guarantee you, I can almost bet with that this is going to go to, well, there is no time in top. They each had to play it at a rate, so we will see a winner. But this is going to be a very, very drawn out matchup. Unless Nick Reid just by some chance sticks a pike when Brandon Hart has no action. But his deck's pretty much designed to be able to answer them.
I think these matchups like this, and by that I mean when it's blue versus blue, and I don't care about the other colors, they just get so long and boring.
That's a really good.
But then
it's a really good point on the chat. Is it can end quickly if Brandon's rely on Lingering Souls and Nick hits Thundermaw Hellkite.
Yeah.
It can. I think the only issue you're going to run into that is Nick, Brandon's ability to deal with Thermal Hellkite. He's going to have a way to deal with it. Obviously, he's going to lose the Lingering Soul tokens, but... we can hear Brandon Hart talking about a previous game here. Nick Reid looks like he's going to end up keeping his 6-lander. Did Nick mulligan 2, correct? I believe he mulliganed to 6.
I believe so.
Not sure. Did Nick mulligan to 6, do you know?
I'm not paying attention.
I'm not.
Zach
just won his game against Brett, so they're going to game 3.
Zach is very much a zombie.
Is Jordan still playing Commander?
He'll play lead, but he'll play Commander.
Yeah, whatever. League. No, that's
Nick Reid paying the 2 life to bring Timber.
And
And there we see the turn 3 Geist. Good call. Whoever it was that said it on the chat. It does stick. It does not catch on the page.
There's nothing
And we are off to the races. Alan and Nick Reid. And there's a turn 4 Pike. It's not going to pump at all now, so really think twice out of Brandon Hart in response. It's going to be good. That's Nick Reid swinging 6. Is it Charm out of Nick Reid? Seems good. This is Nick Reid just going on the get in there as fast as I possibly can playing right now.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Suit up. Swing for 7.
7? Oh, yeah, because the angel comes in. I always forget about the thing.
Braden Hart is in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to need terminals off the top. Well, he obviously is on the top, but he's going to need draw and getting nothing. What are his answers here? Maybe.
Well, I don't know how many he runs main board. I know he has wipes, board wipes, but I don't know if a lot of them are main board or not. He can flash back the souls.
And these players are on track to make me look like just a big liar. Talking about how drawn out this game is. Unless Braden Hart has a board wipe right now, this game's going to be over next turn.
No, I want the abrupt again.
You do?
Lingering Souls out of Braden Hart, that seems fine. Unless it comes into Thundermaw Hellkite. Thundermaw Hellkite just wins the game here. I don't think Nick would have it because I think it just gets slammed if he has it right there. Nick swings. Block one each.
Brandon trying to buy him some time until he top decks a Terminus, because I know he has him in there.
And at this point, I think he's really...
There
now,
it is.
hard cast Terminus, that'll work too.
Yep.
Does it catch? Oh, and it resolves. So, reset button. I tell you what though, to be honest with you, if you're...
Oh.
Never mind.
This is fine.
Doesn't seem bad.
Equip.
Suit up your pike, swing for 4.
Swing for 4. That's what he's doing here. Equipped.
Does he have the
Swing
spear?
for 4. Get you down at 3. That's true.
Obviously, damage spear set just gets auto slammed here. This game is a lot quicker than I thought it would be.
Oh, absolutely.
This game
Absolutely.
is pleasantly quicker than what we thought it would be. I think they're kind of complaining about how long that game's going right now. I think they're going to be really upset when I say I want to play the top 4. If I get to, I'm barring one of Braden Hart's decks, he may want to leave. 3 out of Braden Hart. We see an Oblivion Ring.
In the,
Naturally, he's going to take the Angel, not the Pike.
right.
Away goes the Angel, and once again we reset. You know, if you're going to reset, I'd really like to be on the side where you have a Pike to start the game with. That just seems great.
Yeah.
3 lands into a... That's going to be a Geist catching Dissipate. Searing Spear 3 for the... should be the win. And that is game.
Yep. And Nick wins 2-1. Well, there you go, guys.
Nick Reid winning 2-1 on a game that I thought would be good and long drawn out. Very much was not. That was what, turn 6? I believe it was turn 6 or turn 7. Exactsies.
That's how we do it here. Turn 4 wins. Those are fun.
So that's Nick Reid making it to the top 4.
Oh yeah, staying here longer. It's already 12:51. Are you gonna play out top 2?
No.
Yes, no.
Well, I mean, it depends. Probably not.
If Nick makes a top 2 and you make a top 2 and you're like, I don't want to play, I'd be like, Nick, you're playing.
You're playing.
Kim.
I don't know.
Playing.
Alrighty.
He made me wait this long.
I don't know. Maybe the chat should tell me, should I play at the top 4 or chop it up? Or y'all want to see more Magic or what's going on? I'll leave it up to the chat room. It's up to them.
Oh, if you want to play top 4, I don't actually care.
It's actually at this point up to Brandon Hart, because I'm borrowing his deck. Obviously, if he's wanting to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And then Blazing Fury, first one that says they want more.
More? Okay.
I tell you what, I actually will be right back. I'm going to talk to Brandon Hart real quick, and we will see. So we are still just as undecided as we were when we started. Once again, we just saw Nick Reid beat Brandon Hart to move to the top 4. We are here at Lost Legions Games and Comics in beautiful South Charleston, West Virginia. I guess we should use that term loosely, but It is what it is. For Friday Night Magic, we want to appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. I just got to play. I don't want to watch SCG stream. That is a good point. Have you caught any? Have you caught any of the streams of the SCG? Have you heard anything about what's going on at the Invitational right now?
No, I have not.
Last I know DeJuan had win. He was 4-0 going into Legacy. So, I mean, this deck, this match right here just shows the power of just how strong Geist of St. Traft is. The Pike got in for a total of, I believe, just Pike damage. I think it was just 2. Did it matter? Absolutely, because he cut in for exact. But I mean, Geist of St. Traft, obviously, when I say there's a 3 cast that lets you swing with a 4/4 creature and it can be targeted, is naturally powerful. But right now, just there's so many things that just cannot answer hexproof creatures right now. So we will definitely, I know we have another match that is, I believe is actually in game 2 for the top 8 right now. We will, hopefully that can get resolved as soon as possible so we can get into the top 4 matches, pending they happen. But we will let you know just as soon as we have confirmation one way or the other whether or not these matches will happen.
Wait until they're tired.
Hey everybody.
Zach is back, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, switch to the other camera.
We
just saw Scotty Wright, Miracle, think twice, flip a Miracle to stay in the game. I hate Miracle.
I do too. The real one I hate the most?
Revenge of the Hunted?
No, which one? No.
Bonfire?
No.
So
I had to get some chips because I'm about to pass out.
We talked a big game about how that game was going to be long and drawn out, and it was over in turn 6.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nick's deck can win quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't expect
We figured there'd be some kind of control magic played. We got turn 3 guys pretty good.
It was just a bunch of them
It's
Brandon
O-ring.
souls.
Mhm.
Yeah, that O-ring.
The O-ring.
Watching 50.
Put him right at 3. He goes to resolve another Geist. It gets countered, leaving Searing Spear for the win.
Are you going to play top 4?
If Brandon Hart doesn't win.
Brandon Hart lost.
I know. I've got his deck.
If he wants to,
Like, if he's 7 leaving, naturally I can't keep his deck. But I asked him, and he was like, it doesn't matter.
You're probably going to go.
Brandon, where's your, or Zach, where's your book? Yeah, somewhere. It's here.
Alright. Yeah, let's wrap this up, because one way or the other I'm going home. Whether you guys chop or not.
Really?
I can't stay here until it's 1 in the morning. I guess I'm not going to stay here for another hour.
Well, then I'm going to go find out what we're playing. And I'll let you...
I mean, we're still waiting for the other match.
Really?
I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
Right.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Then I'm going to, I guess, go watch that last match. Who is it that's playing?
Scotty and Brett, they're in game 2. Brett. Alright.
What is
Did y'all hear that?
I don't want to watch this.
Yep, I'm going to turn it off. But you can come in.
Really?
I'm going to go home. Yeah, I want to go home.
Lucky. We're playing top 4.
Huh?
We're playing top 4.
Yeah, we know.
That's fun. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching, I'm going home. I'm just not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just tired.
Lucky.
I got things to do tomorrow, and I
Man,
can't.
has to take a chem test tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you want to ride home?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't.
You might
It
want to
doesn't.
take it right. We're going to be here
It's
for
cool.
another hour.
It's cool. I don't care.
All right, I got things to do tomorrow. I can't be here until 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning. They're going to chop. Not going to chop. They're going to play it out. And more importantly, the quarterfinals are still not over. Scotty Wright and Brett Rose are still playing. So I apologize. I'm not going to bring you any more coverage. Tonight's been kind of a
Long one.
well, no, it's just been like
So.
it's just taken a lot of different things have gone wrong tonight, and it hasn't been the best stream I've ever had. But I appreciate those of you who watched, and I apologize again, but it is what it is. So this is not Brandon Hodge. This is Logan Cutlip. So thanks for watching this. Make sure to check us out on Facebook. Get in the giveaway for this week. Look for a highlight and recap post tomorrow. Videos will be up on Sunday. And that is all she wrote. So come back next week. We will have a stream next week. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Hopefully we won't have to run against Star City's Invitational next week. So other than that, thank you. We'll talk to you later.